depending on the environment you grew up in, will determine the outcome of your reality. So this is a society where the wicked socially engineer criminals, socially engineering our women and putting them up on pole. We're the only ethnic group that degrade our women in our music. Who's having us to do that? Who know who we really are? Because when we wake up and find out who we are, and that the nearly 100 million of our ancestors who were at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, when their prayer went up that God would free generations after them, we're at that time of the woke culture where our people are waking up, but they're being manipulated to do this or manipulated to do that. Have a beef in your song. Why this brother? And his followers now hate your followers.
Separation.
See, the biggest enemy to black progress, it's not white people, it's not Jewish people, it's not Asians, it's ignorance.
That brother said a lot. He said he said a lot. He made a lot of points in there. The main point is the last point is he said the biggest problem isn't white people, it isn't Jewish people, it isn't Asians, it's ignorance. Now, I agree with that. But I wanted to just make sure that people know that what other people have done to manipulate, they don't get off the hook. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to ignorance is generational in the black community. Ignorance is championed in the black community. Like we love to be ignorant of certain things. And that ignorance is why there is such a lack of righteousness amongst our people. You know what I'm saying? Like we lack the morality, we lack the righteousness to make good decisions and good moves. And it's all because of ignorance. Now, ignorance, it's okay to be ignorant. It's totally okay to not know. Totally okay to not know. But once you learn and you know, now it's not okay to keep doing the things that you're doing. But our people reject knowledge. Our people on purpose, they reject knowledge. And like there's so many brothers that are trying to give knowledge, that are freely giving knowledge. We're not selling knowledge. We're telling this knowledge on the street corners. We're telling people what's really going on. But our people love the vanity. They love that more, and the attention and TikTok and, social media. They love that more than doing the right thing and the knowledge of who you are. The ignorance of who we are is why we still can't get right in 2025. The ignorance that we say, them niggas ain't talking about nothing. Man, what that nigga talking about, man? This nigga on some whatever, man. I'm trying to go smoke this weed. I'm trying to go be with this hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so there's nothing wrong with being ignorant, but there is something wrong with wanting to stay in ignorance. Like, why do you want to stay in ignorance? Like, I can't fault somebody for being ignorant. In the black community, ignorant is like you call somebody ignorant, it's like a bad word. If I call you ignorant, it's like, if somebody was to call me ignorant, and that's just from how I grew up, I would feel disrespected, especially now knowing that ignorant is just not knowing. But people throw that word around in our community a lot. Like if it's something they don't understand or they don't know why you acting that way, this nigga ignorant. These niggas is ignorant. They ignorant. You know what I mean? But ignorance is just not having the information, not knowing. If you had the information of who you are as a people and what your purpose is as a people, then it wouldn't matter what white people do, what Asian people do, what Jewish people do to you. They wouldn't be able to do it because you would now have the knowledge to say, you know what? No, I don't want this in my community. I don't want my people to be projected like that and promoted like that. No, we're good on that type of music. No, I'm not signing this record deal. No, we're cool. We don't need it. You would know that because you would have the information. And so I think the biggest, like he said, ignorance is, a big thing with our people. But I also will say that the desire to be righteous and good is also something that our people are missing. The desire to be a better person on a day-to-day basis, the desire to learn something new on a day-to-day basis, the desire to be righteous. I think that is something that we are missing. We are definitely not, I don't think so. I know so. That is something that we are missing when it comes to our people.